Welcome, family. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Authentically Being Ava. I'm Ava. So, family, I'm back. And I wanted to talk about this topic. You know, it's a crafty one. Let me tell you, I have had my fair share of the manipulation, and it's not cool. It's not cool at all, you know, especially when you recognize it. You think you're being led on emotion, you know, by how you're feeling to help somebody or do a good deed for somebody. Just feeling like you're, you know, doing something to chip in. But, you know, later you sometimes find out through talking to other people or just kind of reviewing the scenario in your head of how things went down with the person that you were dealing with or talking to, and then you realize, was I just manipulated into doing this? You know, it's it's a trip, because when you get down to understanding what exactly it means, you know, it's not cool. You know, it's another form or another way for a person to try to get you to do something that they want you to do. You know, it's like an underhanded way, a secret way of persuading you to do a thing, yeah, without really your knowledge, you know? So look, so I Googled it, right? So I said, let me Google manipulative or manipulation. And it gave me, it's the exercise of harmful influence over others. People who manipulate others attach their mental, or should I say attack? I said attack their mental and emotional sides to get what they want. Yeah. So it's an underhanded way of persuading somebody to do something that you want them to do, instead of coming right out and asking, hey, can you help me with such and such? You know, can you, I guess it's for fear that you're going to say no. So they want to, I guess, lay it on thick, you know, with, you know, the secret violins in the back, and, you know, and the droopy face, and the you know, all of that, you know, just to get, you know, and there are some people that do this on a regular basis. This is what they do. And it wasn't always clear to me up front with that, you know. I grew to recognize it better, you know. And let me tell you, once I really discovered and understood how it works, you know, how it sounds and all of that, I started thinking back, you know, to my childhood, and I'm like, my mom did it on a regular basis. Man, she knew how, you know, to make you feel a certain way to get you to do whatever it was that she wanted you to do. And I just thought, wow. When I got older and I started to see it, I was like, Mom, it's not going to work, okay? I mean, I do it, you know, just because. But when you're trying to do it in a way that's not really, you know, yeah, I'm like, let's discuss this. Why do you feel the need to manipulate me? Why can't you just come out and ask? You know, like, I'm going to say no. I mean, like, for the most part, made him and haul for something that I had to do already, but I wouldn't do it, you know. But it's just amazing. But it's not just that. Your friendships and your relationships, the people that you're dating, your husbands, you know, your co-workers, all of that, you know, you just start to see it in day-to-day life, you know. And you know, you got the TV on, you know, it's just like right there in your face. Like, it is really laughable. It really is. I mean, when you see it, you know, when you recognize it, because it's just like, wow, seriously? And I can't stand it. I'm just going to be honest. I cannot stand it, especially with people who use it in a way that it's going to benefit them more so than you, you know? Like, it's one thing to do something, you know, small or whatever. You know, your mom may want you to come on home and spend some time with her because she's lonely. You know, that's small stuff. I mean, it's like, oh, hey, you know, I'll cancel my plans or whatever. But when it's somebody trying to take something from you, you know, or to, you know, convince you of something where you're going to lose out on the end versus, you know, them, you know, that right there. Oh, I can't. Ooh, I can't. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. So family, so look, I had a scenario, right? And I don't want to go in too deep because the person may be looking at this and, you know, I don't really want to put them out there on blast like that. Nobody else will probably know but them. But still, you know, people are funny. And anyway, let me just get into it though. Where I am now in my life, you know, when I start to notice a thing, I'm going to bring it up. And in this particular case, it started an argument. It did. And I believe it started an argument because they didn't think that I was going to catch on. They didn't think that I was going to figure it out, you know? I have had to overcome a lot of things, especially the loss of loved ones, back to back, loss after loss after loss. So that's something that I'm currently still dealing with, actually, you know? And so this person knows that about me. And so this is the point that I'm making. When a person knows your weaknesses and they know things about you that you are still healing and dealing with, when a person knows you and cares about you, I'll say that, cares about you, loves you, they're not going to throw that type of stuff on you because they know how fragile you may still be after experiencing so many losses. So this particular person decides that it's a good idea to lay the death of somebody close, or the fact that somebody's dying that's really close to us, on me. And we've had several conversations about the topic, and they know how sensitive I am and emotional I am. And so once they told me the information, I started to cry. And the next things out of their mouth are, why are you crying? Stop crying. I mean, you know, they're not dead yet or anything. I mean, just, why are you crying? Stop crying. And it's like, what? You know? And I immediately, you know, bounced back or came back because it pissed me the freak off. Because why are you giving me this information knowing that I'm going to cry or feel some kind of way? Because it's another loss that I am potentially having to deal with at some point with someone close. And then when I start to cry, which is the outcome that I'm pretty sure anticipated and expected, then to tell me to stop crying. Why are you crying? And it's like, why did you tell me that? What were you looking to happen? What did you think would happen? How did you think I was going to respond? Why did you come to me with that? So, and people have their own reasons why they do things, because, you know, when you get the full picture in the end, it's something that's going to benefit them. You know, to have you in a place where you're inconsolable and, you know, just discombobulated, I guess they feel like that's great territory for them to come in and be however or do whatever or manipulate you more. You know what I'm saying? Because you're in a vulnerable state. And I bounced right back and I saw it and I, called him out on it. It wasn't like it took me a lot of time for that because I've been through, like I said, quite a few other challenging situations very similar to that. So, and then in dealing with this particular person, I kind of see how they roll. So when I saw it, I'm just like, okay, so you're trying to manipulate me in a particular way for whatever reason. And so then he's like, I don't believe you getting all like, going to try to turn it on me and get mad at me. I just know that these types of people are not for me. They are not, they don't have my best interest at heart. Because I've said several times, that it puts me in a place of XYZ when I'm feeling like that, like I just need a reprieve, a break, nobody wants to keep hearing that type of information, and nobody's running to go to a funeral when they've been to 4 or 5 others, months before, so, it takes you back to looking at that particular person and just like, so yeah, so you're there. This is who you are, okay? And it's a straight narcissistic move, and I know that all manipulators are not narcissists. I know that, but this particular person, I've already identified as being one, so it's just normal behavior for them to, conduct themselves in that way. But it's just pointing it out. You have to point stuff out, address it right then and there. And they caught an attitude and, left or whatever. But I let it be known how I felt, and I did not appreciate it at all, So yeah, family, people will, and they don't care. Because I mean, even with that, what I'm just explaining, the depths that I had gone through, and they watched me. When I've had other unfortunate situations happen in my life, they saw me go through that. So you're going to intentionally put that on me right now. It's like, wow, okay. And, and they're going to follow up with, well, they're not dead yet. They may be all right. It's like, why even come to me with that if it's not even a thing? It may work out and they may end up living, you know what I mean, another 10, 15, 20 years. Yeah. When you see it, family, when you see the people for who they are, run for the hills. Because when you confront them with it, they're going to be defensive because they don't like to be called out. They thought or are thinking in their little mind that they're smarter than you and that you would not even come to the conclusion of or think that they would be, would be attempting to do anything like that to you. So, of course, when you call them out, then, oh, I can't believe you get like this. I'm just like, so I said in the end, I said, so let me get this straight. So who else did you tell this to? I asked. And they were like, no one. I said, oh, okay. So out of all the people who knows this person, me, the person who has had the most challenging situations like this, people that they have lost in close proximity very recently. Me, that person that this has all happened to, you decided and thought, this is a great idea to start with her. Let her be the first person that I tell this to. Like, who the hell does that? Like, nobody in their right mind, and perhaps maybe he has lost his mind. That could be it. But nobody who truly loves and cares for a person is going to inflict pain on them like that without a motive. There's a reason why, and I've got my suspicions. But there was definitely a reason why. And because there's no reason for that I should have been the first person to hear this news, you know. So it was a manipulative tactic to persuade me, for whatever reasons, I'm not even going to go into that, I'm speculating that they wanted to do that. But I just have no love for people that feel that way, that think like that, you know. I'm like, with all the things that are going on in the world, you know, in our lives, things that we're individually dealing with, because everybody's got a little something going on in their life, and especially this person, you know. So it's like, I mean, is this a distraction for you to make you feel better about, you know, things going on in your life? You know, like, do you want to see somebody have a breakdown possibly, you know, or, you know, just go through mental anguish, you know? What is it? It's like, I don't even really care at this point. It's just, it pissed me off so much. And I let them know, you know, I said, I don't appreciate people trying to manipulate me. You know, it's not helpful to me. I mean, in the end, I'm the one who potentially could suffer. You know, people are so freaking selfish these days. They don't really take into account your state of mind, where you are. I mean, thank God that I'm at a place where I still have all my faculties. At least I think I do. You know, like, that I'm able to see these things, you know. But people don't always express everything that's going on in their minds, you know. And these days, it's like a lot of people are walking on eggshells and walking on edge, and they're like one more step away. Like, if one more crisis hits them, they are, boom, you know, they done lost their minds, or, you know, you don't know what to expect from them, because there's a lot of things going on in people's lives. So I let him know that you don't know what state of mind I'm in. You don't know what one more crisis could do to me in my mental state. You have no clue. So to be trying to be selfish and manipulative for personal gain, personal reasons, you know, to try to manipulate somebody, and you don't even know what's going on with them 100%. It's a classless act. Classless. And I let them know that I didn't appreciate this shit, you know? And, you know, and to anybody else, you know, out there, you know, the people who I just beg of you to, you know, people who feel like they need to manipulate people to get what they want. I need you to really chill out with that, you know, like, find another way, you know, ask them up front, tell them how you feel, open up and be transparent. You know, maybe that way you can get what it is that you really want, you know, because when you're trying to get something from somebody, you know, and you use tactics and measures, you're just not a genuine or authentic person. That you are low vibrational, you know. And so, like I guess I just wanted to do this video because it really struck a chord in me, you know, when I had this happen to me, and as I thought about over the course of my life, the different situations I've been in with people who have been manipulative, and now it's easier to see. But, you know, people, I guess they go after folks with good hearts, big hearts, who like to help out and do things for others. Those are the ones that they really try to prey on. And I just think it's absolutely just disgusting. It really is. It is. Because you're being just disingenuous, you know, dishonest. It's not a good character trait to have, you know. And, yeah, family. So just, hey, beware, and look, when you see it, you know, confront it and move on. I'm just like, yeah, I will not. And like I said, people want to act like, you know, I don't know what you're talking. That's not what I was doing, bitch. Yes, you were. Okay? Yeah, you were. Yeah, you were. But it's cool. I saw it. It's okay. You don't have to fess up to it. but I need to start in my damn life, okay? I need to do that because I don't need to be around people who conduct themselves in that way and then going to be cowards about it when they called out. Life is just too short. And for people that want to just try to, you know, manipulate you or for whatever reasons, you know, to make themselves feel better about who they are, or, yeah, I'm smarter than them. Look what I did. You know, it's just like, get out of here, you know. Go somewhere, okay? Go get a degree or something, you know. Take that manipulation somewhere and go start a business. You know, do something constructive, okay? But anyway, family, I love you. Thank you for watching. I hope you were entertained and got some nuggets out of that. Maybe you could relate, like, sis, went through the same thing. I know exactly what you're talking about. Like, you know, like, it's just, ugh. Anyway, family, please like and share, subscribe, thumbs up. Hey, I would love the thumbs up, family. I so appreciate you. And thanks again for watching. And I will see you on the next video, family. Take care.